My name is Charles, and in today's video, we are going to go over the best understanding and the best framework to help your mental health. So let's get started. So often, right, people have thoughts or feelings or emotions that really bother them, that really plague them. And if you're having that, it is tough, man. It is hard. It is super hard to go through. I totally get it. So my prayers and my condolences to you. But this video should help. So what's that mindset? What's the framework? What's the understanding? It's recognizing the space or the seat of the soul that is beyond the mind, that is beyond your thoughts, right? So it's recognizing you are not your thoughts. Now, what if, let's say you're like, hey Charles, I love that idea, but I'm just not really a religious or spiritual person. I'm kind of scientific. Totally okay. Totally chilling. You can just you can view it as you're just the space or awareness that is beyond those thoughts. So how do you get to this understanding? How do you get to this point? Well, the first example is right in front of you. So you're looking at the phone or the computer or even the TV, potentially if you're watching on a smart TV, at me speaking on YouTube. And that means if you're looking at that phone or you're looking at that computer, that you are not that. So in the same way, when we experience and we see like a thought, we have a feeling, these are things, they're like mental events, they're not us, right? So if you're a materialist, this would be like the thoughts are the firing of your brain and body, and they're just appearing in your awareness, right? So why does that actually help with your mental health? How does that help at all? How is this the best framework ever? Well, this is the best framework because if you can recognize the space, that's that seat of the soul that's beyond the thoughts, then you won't be affected by them. In essence, you'll be able to pay your mind no mind. So that would mean if you're like, thoughts just become thoughts again, right? Because a lot of people, although I think the biggest thing with mental health that people end up experiencing is they get cognitively fused. They have a negative thought, or they have a feeling, or they have, a bad dream, and then they feel bad. They feel it, and it sucks. And so that's where this helps, where you can start to pay your mind no mind. You can start to be unbothered by any of your thoughts. You're no longer, whether or not you have a good thought or a bad thought, from where you're sitting, you're okay. Think of it like traffic, right? If there's really bad traffic on the freeway and you're like, man, this traffic sucks, and you're stuck in it, like you just are those thoughts that are telling you I suck, or that, I'm not going to make it, or whatever your mind is telling you, right? If you are those thoughts, then it sucks, dude. You're feeling all the emotions associated. It sucks. You can't get out of your own head. You're not present in the moment. It sucks. But if you were on a hot air balloon, looking down below at the traffic, it would just look like a nice little thing. You're just sightseeing, and you're like, that's traffic. Ooh, glad I'm not there. So yeah, I think with that's kind of what it means. So yeah, understanding that you are not just your thoughts and emotions and all that, right? There's a part of you that is beyond all those things, and that's what gives you the greatest peace of mind. That's what allows you, because let's say, for example, you're having intrusive thoughts, right? You just have these pesky thoughts that you don't feel like represent your character, and you're like, man, I just can't get rid of them. Like, oh, it's nagging, right, feeling or thought. What do you do in that situation? The best way to handle that situation with this mindset is to leave your thoughts alone, and they'll leave you alone, right? Because when we have this ability to be beyond our thoughts, then we get to choose which thoughts we pay attention to, we give credence to, and which let affect us, which ones to live by and which ones not to live by. It gives you freedom and autonomy and choice. And those are some of the greatest things for your mental health, right? So, yeah, all in all, this video is simply to explain that you're not those thoughts that are giving you negative mental health experiences, that are making you feel bad. There's some part of you that is beyond them, that is totally untouched, and its very nature is peace and love. So I hope this helps. God bless, and have a wonderful day.